is going on, all of you gaming legends out there? My name is Tyler, or definitely get that mic right up in there. And this is going to be a draft analysis, I know, for the Seattle Drizzlers. Get your umbrellas ready, people. We're bringing a rain team. Which I suppose I just spoiled the whole draft, but oh well. Draft analysis, why I picked the team that I did, is going to be on the other side of this video. I'm wearing an entirely different outfit. It's YouTube magic. What's going on? Also, shout out to my grandparents who love me very much and got me this dope Twitch hoodie for Christmas. Love you guys. They know me so well. But anyway, going to be a draft analysis. I am happy to continue to announce, to say I am part of the APA, the American Pokemon Association, with some legends like the 251 crew, Clips and Seabad, and that dude, X80R1VE3? I don't know. Some dude named Dan. Gonna be doing the league with me. I just forget words sometimes. It's okay. It's alright. You make mistakes. I'm only human. But, yeah. So, enjoy the draft analysis. I really have not a whole lot to contribute. This is my first Pokemon League ever. And first time I've really ever done any sort of competitive battling. So, gonna run into some mistakes, I'm sure. But my goal is to get progressively better as the season goes on. At least that's my hope, because I've been pouring a lot of time and effort into this in terms of working on myself and understanding how Pokemon interact with each other, and movesets, and abilities, and EVs, and IVs, and natures, and all of this other crazy stuff that apparently matters. That top tier of Pokemon. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and hopefully you enjoy my phenomenal and well thought out analysis on these mods. Thank you so much, and let's get some love for the Seattle Drizzlers, because we coming in hot, baby. Alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and kick off into my first draft pick. Round 1, pick 11, coming in hot with Tornadus T. Ladies and gentlemen, apparently Tornadus has 2 different forms. There's a difference, I guess. As I mentioned, this is my first draft, so took a lot of advice and insight and help and pushing and prodding from my front office, as well as Chase and Dan, which, you know, good friends. Might have been trying to set me up for failure here, but they recommended Torn T right out of the gate. Based on what I've listened to from the analysis and everything else, it's got Regenerator, great speed stat, Z Hurricane's insane, offensive, defensive, and taunt user. And then my second round pick, we jumped straight into Swampert. And at this point, it was stupid obvious that I was going for a rain team out of the gate. I mean, people were like, oh, really? Seattle Drizzlers and a rain team. Who would have thought that this is what you were going for, Tyler? But that's alright. It's an extremely powerful rain user. It's a tier 2 mega. It's bulky. It's offensive. And that duo combination between Torn T and Mega Swampert was Wolf's. And apparently that bodied Dan, so I was trying to embody Wolf so that when I play Dan, I can embarrass him. And then in that regard, we picked Amoonguss. Round 3. Helps cover literally the gaps that I got from my first round 1 and round 2 picks. So that's this trio of coverage. Second regenerator Pokemon, reduce fire damage when I have to deal with, or reduce fire damage in the rain. Covers Swampert's grass, covers Torn's electric, and it rounds out, like I said, the weaknesses from rounds 1 and 2. Now, Politoed, round 4. I know, wow, Tyler, you're doing a rain team and you grabbed your rain setter, round 4. Shocker. Could have definitely waited on this pick, but just before my pick, Dan starts an argument in the chat of the APA that goes, Pelipper or Politoed, and he starts hyping up Politoed as being this awesome rain setter, better mon because it offers fewer weaknesses than Pelipper, even though it's not as well rounded, and I got scared somebody was going to snipe it just to mess with me. So I picked it up a little bit early, which is why I was really glad that Goodra made it through to round 5, because I really could have hurt myself by snagging Goodra so late, but it somehow made it all the way through to round 5. And with the hydration, healing it in the rain, it's super bulky, has less 4 times weaknesses than you would imagine. Sap Sipper plus Mega Swampert, big special attack, big special defense, and a high attack stat as well. I know I'm kind of regurgitating what I heard from the draft in between the roast from Dan, but these are going to be the only consensus analysis you're going to get from me, because otherwise I'd be like, Raikou was picked because that shiny is just so sick. I love shiny Raikou. I can't wait to hunt it in my copy of Ultra Sun. Whereas Dan would be like, listen, Raikou, you chose it because it's got great speed, great special stat. It's an electric monster in the rain with that electric thunder attack. And it can also run Calm Mind, I think, whatever that means. Either way, this is going to be an adventure. Again, props to my front office for helping my entire coverage of ignorance when it comes to competitively battling. Normally, I'm just sitting there spamming. Thank God they started to tell me what moves were effective, not effective, and super effective if I've battled the Pokemon before in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Even Sun and Moon, I think, added that as well. So, you know, I'm good. Gardevoir. Fairy type, solid support, Trick, Scarf, Healing Wish, pretty much just your broad spectrum, good special attack, special defense, Glass Cannon Pokemon to help round out this team a little bit. And that leads me into Heracross, the opposite of Gardevoir in that regard. Can use Scarf, gets a big boost in Gen 7, something called Flame Orb and Guts. Moxie, I guess, was mentioned during the draft. We're going to learn some things. It breaks walls, which I definitely understand is like people will set up behind Pokemon that are extremely hard to take down. So you need somebody like Heracross with his Fighting Stab and his Bug Stab to just kind of decimate teams, which is why it was a great addition to our squad. Speaking of decimating teams, Heracross, Rain, Swift Swim. Oh my God, this green shiny baby is going to do some work for me. I primarily picked it up, 1, for Swift Swim, so it gets priority, and 2, with the fact that it can be a hazard remover with Rapid Spin. Keeping rocks off the field is something I understand is extremely critical to competitive Pokemon, so I'm glad to have at least 1 Pokemon in my team or my pool to pick from that can do that for me. And speaking of rocks, here is Miltank coming in as my rocker. Now, Swampert can also set up rocks, but it's nice to have some diversity week to week so people don't know what I'm bringing. It's going to be harder to prep for me because I can run pretty much a team with or without rain, given the coverage that I've amassed between all my Pokemon. But it's fast, it's got a cleric ability, thick fat, Sap Sipper, and it can obviously set Stealth Rocks. And we all remember Whitney's Miltank. Like, come on, that thing terrorized my childhood, and I'm hoping to do the same, bring back some memories for some bad people. Now, Registeel, not my first pick. Obviously, Magnezone went way early in the draft, would have been perfect for the team as well. Escavalier was going to be my last round pick, and then Mewtwo fan Nate came in and I got sniped on the last round. Jolteon was on my list too. It was just, it wasn't fair, people. But Registeel, your girl, came in, and it's just going to pretty much be my steel type sitter. The fire weakness that it has is nerfed in the rain, and it's got that solid offensive core that pairs well with a Moongus. So I'm excited for my first draft. I'm curious what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If you have any criticisms for anything ignorant that I said, I'd appreciate it. But that's my team. The Seattle Drizzlers are kicking off round 1 versus Kyle, coming in on January 7th. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, for that upload of me potentially bodying Kyle in my first competitive match ever. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, you beautiful, wonderful individuals. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your days, you gaming legends out there. Take care.